Hello and welcome back. So today we're going to work on something a little bit different. We need food and we also need cotton. So we're making a modification to the underground here. So you can see I've already started it. What I'm doing is I went down to our first basement level, so B1, and I extended it out one room beyond the tower. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put some skylights in this. And we're going to do it with the normal pattern that we've done with the skylight going up the middle there. So it's going to have this seared paver around the edge, and it's going to have glass going through the middle. And then we'll have farms down there. So that all that area down there, maybe I might leave one ring of slab around the middle to walk on, but I might end up just dropping it down, I think. I have to actually look at it and see what it looks like. But each one of these is going to be turned into a kind of like a farming cell. Because I found out soybeans will grow underground, which is nice, but I want to get like cotton and a whole bunch of other stuff set up. Because over here, this is actually working really well, but it's kind of small. So by doing it this way, let's see, I've got one more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So the next room starts right here, so it intersects this thing. So I might end up taking this out. I'm not sure yet. I may just go with the 4 rooms we have here and just see what the production rates go. The primary motivation for getting this going is I want cotton plants because I want string, which will get me cotton, or not cotton, wool. So the reason we're going for that is elevator blocks. I'm sick and tired of climbing up and down the ladders. So if you look at it here, this thing we've seen before goes way up there. Royal pain to climb up these ladders. So elevator blocks. And then I made this thing yesterday as a quick way to get down because, ladders, boring. So that's kind of our goal right now, is to get elevator blocks going up there. I'm hoping to have this as kind of a staging area. So like the elevators from the top will come down and stop on the ground floor. Then like you'd walk across, you can go all the way down to the bottom. That way the ground floor is kind of like your resting floor where everything kind of flows to. That's kind of the general idea. We did settle on a marker for the basements. All the basement levels are using this Zagull, or I don't know, it's a skull block. You use it, I wanted to say it was a Zetel 10 block plus an Aurora block gives you these. And these go all the way down to floor 12 down there, which is sitting on top of bedrock. So we're set for floor markers. So let's see. Let me just do one of these real quick so we can kind of visualize here. So we're just going to ring this area here. Now, I kind of rough cut this out. I tried to replace dirt wherever I saw it, at least down here. But once I punched the ceiling up, I haven't... Oh, no. I haven't replaced the dirt up there yet, so it is going to look none of that. It is going to look a little bit messy still. You got to be careful with this shovel because it's a buzzsaw. And you can see I'm getting a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it. I'm getting a little bit of a frame rate hitch here. I don't know when it started, but I've been having issues again where whenever the smeltery actually has large amounts of material in it, my game client has a major frame rate hit whenever I look in that direction. So like right now I'm fine, but as soon as I turn around and face that smeltery, it'll take a bit of a screen or a frames per second hit, and then it'll kind of recover. But it's a little bit of a pain. So still trying to figure out what's causing that. It didn't do it before until I started messing with the smeltery. I don't know if it's just bad timing or if that actually did something to it. Let's head up here real quick. Now the only trick with these with these cells here is that the slabs, like right there, that marble slab, that is actually resting on the roof of the next level. So it would be sitting right above that block. So if I punch that block out to put water in it, water flows down. So I'm going to have to put something, maybe I'll go down there and put a piece of glass in there before I break it, just so it sits right. Either that or I'm going to have to raise the entire floor up in this area, which could still work because of the slabbing. That's still 3 blocks tall. So if there was a full block there, you'd still be able to walk off of it. So I think that might work still. You can see here. Basically just going to do the same thing to each one of these. So let me get that done real quick since you've seen what I'm going to do. Let me do that real quick and then I'll be back. Alright, so got the glass done on all 4 of them. I've been toying with the idea, you can kind of see if you look at the map here. Ooh, too far. these little pips here, these are glass blocks where the center of the rooms would be. So if I was to carve out 3 in each direction and then hollow that out, that would be a room. But what I'm thinking about doing here is carving these out. I'm probably not going to do it today because I want to at least get these gardens going. But I want to get these carved out. And then what I was thinking about doing here is, this is only a 1 wide. If I make this so it's this wide all the way across, that still gives me a little bit, so it kind of looks like something's actually holding the ceiling up. It's not just floating. And it also means there's a lot more room to move through this area. So I'd probably end up taking this and ringing 2 wide all the way around at least the structure that I can get to so far underground. And so basically our base would be, our tower would be sitting in the center of farmland, basically, is kind of what I'm going for. But I want to kind of flesh these out and see how they look so I can get an idea of, is this actually going to be practical? Because if we look at it here, I gotta watch this because until it's tilled, it's spawnable. So we should be able to walk. Okay, good. So this still works just fine. That was kind of what I was worried about. So now if we put our water right here, this all will become viable. In theory, we could have 1 more around the edges if we really wanted to, but that would mess up the room structure. At least below us if we decided to go with anything more, so I've been kind of avoiding that. Alright, so now what we need is a hoe. And let's see here. And where is it? Nope, not there. Oh, it's got to be up there somewhere. I know it's there. Oh well. We'll just put some stone back here, and I guess we're going to have to go up the hard way and find it. Of course, now I left a gap there. My luck, something will decide to spawn there when I walk away. I've actually thought about creating a dark area in here, like, on the surface. Or just down, like, by Y64 or something for the floor. Alright. The point of that area would be to... Because right now, like, if I'm standing in the middle there, things can't spawn on the surface. They can't spawn in a lot of our area down below. There's still some odd areas in there that we haven't slabbed, but a lot of the floor has been taken care of. That's interesting. Alright, let me look here, something here. So 1, 2, 3, and the room starts here, so 1, 2, 3. That's the middle, at least it should be. Yep, that's the middle right there. So then it would go 1, 2, 3, and then the wall would be right here, so it cuts right in, so yeah. Alright, I just wanted to double check that that was actually intersecting, because when I cut up like that, it didn't end up where I thought it would. So let's take these, and we're going to cheat. And we're going to take the quick way down. Which is this. And now one thing we are going to need to do, put that there. Let's put the room marker back on it, so now it's kind of obvious. Now we also don't have to worry about falling in that water. And then let's get this tilled up, and we are going to need, normally the torches would be kind of right there. I do need to fix these walls. I was hoping to do it in between cuts here, but didn't have a chance, so pick's getting a little strong here. There. It's like all this needs to be cut out, turned into cobblestone, and then chiseled to match the rest of the area. But let's get this taken care of. Now, I did notice up top in the garden on the surface, every once in a while, one of the blocks would kind of untill. It just turned back into farmland. So, I don't know. Or like I'd come in here and one of the plants would be gone. Or up there, rather. And one of the plants, it's like someone harvested it and didn't replant it, which is kind of weird. So either Newt's been, munching out of the garden there, or something has been, every once in a while, like maybe the moisture doesn't update on the block and it kills the plant that's in it. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, so this would be the general idea. So we cover this thing in plants, and then let's actually just cut this out. And I didn't fill it in when I was doing it because I didn't see the need to. It does make it a little bit of a pain when you do this, though. There we go. So now that needs to be gone, that needs to be gone. And then we re-slab this area. So you can see it definitely opens it up quite a bit more, which is kind of nice. So now once this takes in, and then we'll just have to do the same thing with this area here. These hammers, ooh, hello hole. These hammers make this a lot easier. You can tell we kind of cheated in a few areas when we were filling this in. We're just like, you know what? Slabs and we're done. So let's take care of this little OSHA hazard here. There. And we definitely do not have enough dirt. Get some of it in here at least. You don't really think about, running out of dirt. Luckily we've got a, what's the word I'm looking for? And it's completely gone. Barrel of dirt. That's the word I was looking for. We've got that upstairs, so at least I can kind of pillage that. So I'm going to go grab some more real quick here. Grab a few more of the marble markers as well. The skulls just look neat. And let's take a look here. So we need more dirt, and we also need, apparently, nighttime. What else was I going to grab? Oh, seeds. Seeds are in this one. Scallion, no. Brussels sprouts. Where did I put the cotton? Gotta be in here somewhere. Thought I had cotton seeds. I don't know what they look like, though. I probably already moved by them, haven't I? Oh, there they are. Cotton. Perfect. Because cotton right now is kind of the important one. Soy we have taken care of, at least temporarily, in the outside garden. So I'm not really worried about that one. But the cotton, that kind of gets us moving towards our goal of having those elevator blocks. And let's put that there. Pop that right there. Oops. Oh, that works. I have to get water in there somehow anyways. And there. And what we'll do is get this... oh, that's not going to last long without some water in there. And there. Alright, so that gets that one taken care of, and then we'll... I'm only going to do these two on camera. I know it's repetitive, but I kind of wanted to get the general shape done and kind of look at two of the rooms at once just to make sure they didn't look weird. Because, aesthetics is definitely... yeah, we'll just say it's not my thing. And let's see here. As you can see by the fact that we made an entire base out of cobblestone. We'll make the middle room here, because this is technically the middle, because that's the center of the tower. We'll make this one cotton. Now I know one thing for sure: coming down here and harvesting all this by hand will be fun. But it should be interesting. Eventually, I do want to. Oh, that's what I needed the blaze rods for. I remembered what I needed the blaze rods for.
What for?
Vacuum hoppers.
Ah.
Yeah, vacuum hoppers require a blaze rod, not the ender stuff. We've been trying to figure out what in the world I was saying we needed blaze rods for, because I haven't found any, haven't even found a fortress, let alone managed to get that far into the nether yet to find any blazes. And torches. Yeah, that'll do. And then, if nothing else, I could have maybe like a storage chest or something in here, or just extend the dirt through. I'm not sure, because I can put one more line of dirt here and still have that water keep it saturated. Now this middle line, that wouldn't work. But there's nothing saying you couldn't have just like a row of slabs here as kind of a a visual divider, kind of go that route. Yeah, actually I think this will work out. These are 7 by 7, so because of the middle missing, we're going to be getting 48 plants per room. And then we can fit, in this one area with just the rooms I have marked right now, I can fit 8 rooms. So, that's a good chunk of plants. So I think that might be able to sustain us. So I'm going to get the other 2 done, and once that's done, I will be back. Alright, so I got the remaining 2 done. I actually did start digging out that room in that direction. So this room right here, I haven't punched up to the ceiling yet, has the room dug out. I'll need to extend it into the others eventually. But right now I want to take a sidetrack into something. I want to eventually build a machine to, what's the word? Autocraft the slabs we need that we're using for our floor here. Should be a simple little lava gen, kind of like I had before with the little block Bloodhound figures. With the, where to go, can't find it. There it is. The block breaker. So set up like a lava source somewhere, a lava water source to create a cobble gen, and then have it feed into these things. But one of the things I need to try first is to see if we can get a solar panel working. Because right now the only fuel I have for these things is coal, and while we do have a decent amount of it, we don't have an infinite supply of it, and I still get lost in this place. So I kind of want to, see if we can, if that's something we can get a little more of. So we're going to take 4 of those, 4 of these. We're going to need some iron. Just grab a couple of those. So glass on the top, glass on the top. Should be iron on the sides. And then these in the middle. No, what did I do wrong? Solar. Does it have to be stained glass? Oh wait, maybe that's the problem. Yep, there we go. And there we go. Wrong button. I made a bunch of these earlier when we made the factory the first time, so that's kind of why I had a bunch of those left over. One thing we do need: 1, 2, 3, 4. We need ourselves some crafting stations. We don't have the automation upgrades yet, so the point of this is basically just to see if the solar cells actually work. So we go into the upgrade slot, we give there, and no upgrades here, and let's just put these in here right now, since we already got the panel open. And here, here, and then the last one. I do like that you can click on these buttons without it kicking the item out into the world. Now the only problem we got is that it's raining, and since it just kicked over into night, it's going to be a little bit before it flips over again. But basically what I'm looking for, oh that's cool, solar panel, dark, that's nice. I'm just looking for a way to, it doesn't have to be fast. I'm not looking for these machines to, breakneck, just pump out barrels full of these slabs. But Newt made another one of these ender chests with a 3 gray pattern on the top. So if I can get something that just, consistently produces slabs, all I have to do is sit it off somewhere where it'll be loaded when we're in the base, and as it produces them, because, the cobble gen creates the cobble, have one of them go in where, it comes in one side, it goes into a furnace, maybe in this slot here. When it's done, it goes back out into the holding chest. The holding chest kicks the cookstone back in here, turns it into bricks, or the stone bricks, kicks it back out, and then the other one, then it kicks it back into this crafting table over here, which kicks out slabs. The key to all of this, though, is the power. So this might be one of those things where, this one, it produces the cobblestone, puts it into this one, which cooks it, then puts it into this one, which turns it into bricks. And I have an alarm on my phone. And then once it's bricks, we turn it into slabs, and then whatever that one's for. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I want to do it. I know I don't need 4 of these more than likely, but I made 4 of them because I had the materials, and why not? But I know I don't need the storage upgrades. I do need the auto crafter, which is just one of those, a piston. Do we have any pistons? We do. Oh wow, we have a bunch of pistons. So let's just do that right now. So what was it again? All right, so we need another 3 planks. Okay, or 3 planks, 3 logs, 3 logs. So we convert these, the pistons, those, gives us the auto crafters. Go put those in there. I'm just gonna queue them out all the same, so that way I don't have to worry about well, which one had this upgrade and which one had that upgrade kind of thing. I think it goes there, yeah. So we'll get these in there, and then we'll go back and take a look at the furnace upgrades. Now, definitely for whichever one has a furnace in it, because I may only put that in one of them, it'll need some of those fuel efficiency upgrades, because you don't want it to chew through too fast. But in reality, it should be in all of them. Production speed, don't really need those. So we got that. Charger, let idle components charge up for later. That sounds cool. Some iron and some redstone. Well, we still have some iron. That might be useful. We are getting kind of low on redstone. Neither of us have been really down in the mines digging very much lately, so it's kind of starting to bleed off. So 2 redstone and the iron. You can kind of see I was feeding cobble in through this thing to cook it into smooth stone, and I mean it burned off a stack of coal in no time. So it's not very practical to run it that way. So we got those. Input queue, that's what I've got right here. It adds extra slots per one. I think it's per one. Yeah, per one you toss in there. Fuel efficiency. Ooh. All right, more pistons, which we have. Okay, that's not that bad then. And I think it was those there. Just looked at the darn thing and I already forgot what it was. Okay, so redstone on either side. We'll need some furnaces and some pistons. So we'll just grab our stack of those. Grab some more cobble. It's nice not having to worry about running out of cobblestone ever. And we need one more set here. How many? Okay, 8 is the max I was able to put in here. Now I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can put that into each one of these, so we may end up needing to do that, like, you know, put a storage upgrade in each of these, but, you know, it's an awful lot of crafting, so I don't know if I'll be doing that right now. Fuel efficiency, iron across the top. I keep forgetting the pattern. I didn't make enough of those. And then iron. So it is nice having multiple crafting tables in one thing here. Still didn't make enough. Let's try that again. There we go. So now we'll go kick those in. It should eventually kick over to day soon. So now if we were to create some furnaces here and put a furnace here. Now the idle charger, that's kind of an interesting one. So I'm thinking I'll just put, well, we'll put it in there. And then fuel efficiency goes down here, that's right. So we need an idle charger, a fuel efficiency, put a furnace in there just because we've got one. Same for this one. This one goes... How many times have I done this and I still cannot remember which slots they go in? So there and there. So now in theory, when this kicks over to daytime, it should start building up some power in here. I'm curious to see how fast. I'm also wondering, allows the table to charge by solar. Can you put more than one solar in here? Can you? No. Okay, it can only have one solar. The other option was lava, but lava's a bit more of a pain to get than even the other things are. Solar, you know, it's always there, as long as you got access to it. And what was I looking for here? 2 slabs, okay. So let's get the door closed back up. Alright, I'm gonna wait until day so we can see how that charges, because I'm curious to see how fast it goes. Once it goes away, because I can't sleep right now because dude's standing up there doing his stuff. So once we get daylight, I'll be back and we'll take a look at how that's charging. Okay, so you can see now it says solar panel lit, and you can see that it's slowly building up the charge in this furnace component here. It's doing the same over here for that crafting component, same for that one, and same for that one. Now what I'm curious is, once it finishes, see it says charges 4, which is kind of neat. It makes it sound like you can build up energy in the tank as well as a number of operations inside the individual units. So like right here for this furnace, it looks like I'd be able to cook, I don't know, four things, or have 4 fuel ticks go from it. I'm not sure. So that just ticked over. Oh, I need to change this color. And now it's recharging. So 1 of 4. Okay, so it fills it. It's going to fill it up in quarters until that's full. That's kind of neat. And then 2. I'm not exactly sure how that works. You can also add a lava generator in here, but like I said, lava's a pain in the butt to get. filter enables transfer filters, transfer capacity. What else we got? Input queue we already looked at. Production speed, already got that one. Extra storage is kind of nice. Autocrafter, the blank, and the table. Okay, so we've already got all those. So basically what I'm going to do is we're going to end here. I'm going to let these things charge up, and I'm going to kind of get an idea of how I want to lay them out and where. I may just leave them here for the time being because they're kind of lined up in a row and I can play with them. But I want to take a look at that, and I don't think it's going to be that complicated, but I want to at least kind of, you know, map it out in my head and see how we're going to do it so I don't end up ripping it down and putting it back together multiple times. But like I said, I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to let the plants grow, let these things charge up, and then we'll take a look at them next time and see what we have to do next. But thank you for watching.